We're living in serious times. Nothing out of control. We're living in a serious time. Society is losing its mind. Attracted to the glamour and the glitter. Distracted by Facebook and Twitter. In a perilous time. All we see is war and crime. Turn around. Next scene is in that have been gunned down. Boom! Anybody here? Rise and shine. Remember, we are life. Yeah, we are life. We are alive. Now, them is a mercenary. They won't stop until the world is a cemetery. Living in a serious time. Society is losing its mind. Attracted to the glamour and the glitter. Distracted by Facebook and Twitter. All we see is war and crime. Come down. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Yeah, live and direct. Let me set up. It's you, it will affect you. Can grudge you. Red, white, and blue. It's a curfew. It's coming to a town near you. Society is losing its mind. Attracted to the glamour and the glitter. Distracted by Facebook and Twitter. Jason. I love Jason. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Live and direct. Jason. Yeah, check him out, Jason. He's got great stuff. You know, we are life. Should not forget this. We are life and we still exist. We're still here. Yeah. As amazing as it can sound, we're still here. Beating with a heart beating and lots of life in there. Babylon, you can't kill what can never die. But there's something with us is we're so timid with life. So timid with life that we don't, it takes a while. You know, you have to, from my experience anyway, you have to wake up. You have to wake yourself up. You have to wake yourself up to, you have to wake up something inside yourself, a drive, an internal drive, a fire, something that you have natural. It's something that we all have natural, that drive, that internal drive, that fire, but it's something you have to cultivate also to keep it alive. Because there's so much stuff around us to keep us timid with life and on low vibration, that if we don't ourselves motivate ourselves to greatness, to reach something that is outside of the average, you know, you want to become allergic to average. And to me, leadership is what it is. It's to become something a little bit more than average. You know, you want to become, for sure, like if we all take the default state, then nothing will go forward here. But if some of us starts to, you know, wake up the godly side in them and start creating a lasting change, first of all, in their own personal life, which is where it starts, because you cannot expect to change the world. You can, I can't even change my neighbor. I can't even change the mind of my neighbor or my children, or so you can change the world. Can change the world. The world has to. We all have to do the work on ourselves, each and every one of us, to attain higher vibration, which what is we're supposed to be on high vibration. We're not supposed to be on low vibes. But there's so much things to keep us on low vibration in this society. It's losing its mind for sure. And like Jason said, we're all attracted to the glamour and the glitter and distracted by Facebook and Twitter. For sure, Twitter, whatever, social media. Social media is there for self-obsession also. It's very, very important. You know, boosting the ego and all that stuff is the number one tenet, I think, or pillar of Satanism is to promote the ego. So we all get caught up in this self-obsession shit stuff, and it's so bad when but you don't recognize that. Also, you think you're just promoting yourself and this and that, but the programming is very, very deep inside us, and that's what causes separation. Also, we cause separation with everything. The reason why I talk about ego and stuff, it's because it's causing separation in between us, and that's where I think the one of the main issues is we're all so separate. We're all so just living for ourselves, and we don't worry too much about the neighbor or the, like, I know everyone has stories, but we should care for each other. Especially when it comes to, okay, I cannot reach out very easily to people in another country, but I can reach out to my neighbors all around here. So why are we all separated? Just that is so nonsense that people don't talk to each other. We don't create bonds. We don't promote more love. We don't promote more love. We promote the hate and the wars and the crimes and the nonsense in society. That's what we promote. We're very big on sensationalism. Everything that is sensational, we all get absorbed by it. And most of the time, it has to do with self-obsession a lot. The self-obsession is very, very big. Very big, and Triple R is in the house. Boom! Shakalaka-laka, boom! Yeah, that's a great one. Morning, big up. Jacob's in the house. Watch out, people. Long time I haven't seen you, Jacob. Greetings. Big up yourself. Man with projects. You grow from people in projects. That's what you want to grow. Hang out with people in projects. Hang out with people that are chasing their dreams, that are, even if they don't know all and all the knowledge and all the, like, first of all, what do you know if you learn every day? What do you know if you learn every day? I know nothing, and don't ask me if I know stuff. I know nothing because I'm relearning every day also how to approach life. So for sure, I'm learning every day. So what do you know if you learn every day? So be careful of the things you say. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, but also be careful. I mean, not to hold back on what you have to talk about. But yeah. Always be me. I always have in mind to set a good example here, because I don't know who's watching. First of all, I don't know who's watching. Not that I care what people think of me, but my children. My children might be watching, and that I care. I care a lot about not what they think of me, but the example they get from me. That's what I don't care what people think about me. Even my children, my wife, me, myself. There's no obsession here, no self-obsession. So even me, I detach from this. That's what you have to do if you want to move forward with your journey, with your dream. You have to turn out the critics inside and the critics outside, because they're gonna come. They're gonna come. The critics. Not everybody will like you. People will criticize you. Most of people, that's what they do all day long. They criticize each other. So for sure, it's gonna come your way, but if you build enough strength, enough confidence, it's not going to affect you. The evil stuff that's going to rise around you is not going to affect you. That's why it's important to build the strength, build the confidence, build the leader inside you, because once the evil stuff show up in your life, you won't give in to temptation. It's all around us, the evil stuff. Just open your eyes. You might have your two eyes closed or in cognitive dissonance. Maybe it's your case, but just take a look around and you're going to recognize all the evil ways that are around us and the evil stuff. So don't give in to that. Keep your vibrations pure and clean. Keep your focus, your eyes on the prize. Always your eyes on the prize. Very, very important if you want to constantly grow, because the goal is to grow, for sure. Live and learn. Live and learn is very, very important. This guy is the real deal. Yeah, we're all the real deal. We're all the real deal, rising to the occasion and realizing also that we are life. Like I said, we are life. We don't need to define what we are or with words and stuff and say, oh, we're just human. And no, we are life. We are life, and sometimes we feel very, very timid with life when we should not, because eh, we've been, if I came here on Earth, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. I don't think I'm here without any purpose, without any reason for my existence and stuff like that. I always been thinking about that, but not very deeply. Now today, I just do a deeper questioning on our not our origin, because I don't think I can ever discover our origins and stuff. But it's important to know, I think, that you know nothing. It's important to know that you know nothing, that you are under the illusion of knowing. This is very important too, because that's it. You learn every day, and if you don't learn every day, you might not be following the right people. So maybe, the people you keep around you are very, very important to your vibration, to your vibrations. There's so much stuff, like even your children, like, can take you out of not the moment, but can take your vibrations lower if they, everything goes good when the kids are acting normal, when you have money in the bank, when you have health, when you don't have pain, when this and this and that, when your life is perfect. But the challenge of life comes when you get knocked down. That's where it comes from. Like, I'm very inspired by people who went through shit in life to get to where they want to go. If you have crawled through shit to get to where you want to go, to get to your success, this is very inspiring. Very inspiring. That's those journey that we look for, to be inspired. Like Les Brown has been born on an abandoned building on the floor in Miami, Florida. I don't know if it's true. That's what he says, but I'm sure it's true. Like, why would he lie on that? That's his story from the beginning. But I love Les Brown. He's a great man. He might not, like, okay, there might be still a bit of a confusion in his mind, because the confusion, I think, will always be there. Even in my mind today, it's there, the confusion. I don't let confusion and illusion and fear and stuff like that immobilize me from moving forward. But it's still there, because look, every day I'm confronted with a world that doesn't want to dream anymore, doesn't want to be part even of the dream of life. We are in a dream of the creator here, and no one wants to be part of it. People prefer be living dead than like not, be very timid with life, very timid with life, never chasing their highest self, or not chasing, because it's not a race, but going after your biggest version of yourself, whatever you want to call it. You're here to do something, for sure. None of us is here like a random speck and floating in like a grain of sand in the universe. You're here with a very important purpose to, first of all, inspire others. This is very important. We must care for each other. This is something I feel in my heart 100%, that we must care for each other. We must show love. We must show love, show more love. Show more love. What is love? What is love? I've done many, many videos on what was love. And that's what has to be amplified. We have to amplify the love, amplify the connection, amplify the connection. But the connection is broken even with ourselves. We break our own connection to the source with all the nonsense. All this in Babylon, everything in Babylon, first of all, is fantasy and is there to break your connection to the source. So if you don't know it by now, well, you just learned it. But everything is there to break our connection. So we're even afraid. We're very, very much in fear before we break out of that state. We're even in fear of connecting with ourselves. And that was the case for me. It was the case for me. If not, I would not be here. If I'm here, it's because I want to connect on a great, great, deep level with myself, for sure. I'm not a clown. This is not a joke. This is my life. This is your time. This is my life. This is your time. It's not a joke. I told you I'm not here to whisper sweet nothings in your ears. It's a motivation session, and it's every day start the day on a positive note, and something that's going to empower you. It's very important. Very important. That will probably determine the outcome of the rest of your day also. And guess what? After that, your days are your life in miniature. So be very, very fuck Babylon smoking a doobie. And fuck fear, yeah, for sure. For sure enough, the fear. Fear is what caused most of us to live small and inauthentic lives. It's fear. It's fear, first of all, you fear who you are, because if not, you would have bring it out much before. So we're afraid of ourselves, afraid of how magnificent we are and the power, and afraid of failure, afraid of everything, afraid of nature, afraid of the neighbor, afraid of this, afraid of that. The fear is very, very potent inside us until we realize that it's nothing. It's nothing. You just go through, and everything you want in life is on the other side of fear. This is for sure. Everything you're going to ever want in life is on the other side of fear. So if you let fear immobilize you, you will probably never rise as the individual you're supposed to become here. You know, you're supposed to become something, not accumulate things and shit and material stuff. It's good, the material, honor it, honor the world of materialism, not materialism, but honor the world of material, because without material, I could not talk to you here. I'm not denying technology, but I'm denouncing the fact that we use it for evil ways. For sure, some of us are using internet and all that stuff for very evil purposes, but most of us are using it for good purposes. Like the majority, I think, for sure, it looks like the evil forces have taken over on Earth, but I don't think it's the case. I think the divine force is much. There's only one force anyway. There's only one force. There's no evil force. This is what we have to understand. There's no evil force. There's only one force, and it's the divine force. And the rest is us acting. You know, heaven and hell beats at the middle of your chest, and you decide the rest. So hell, if you live in hell, it's your own hell. It's not the hell of the collective, because the hell here, it's a paradise to me. Earth is a paradise. We live in paradise. Where you want to find it if it's not here and now? That's the only experience in flesh, in this body, that you will ever have, is the now. So everything is in the now. Heaven, hell, everything that you can find in life is here right now. That's all there is. That's what I happened to realize, that I was often way too much in the future, way too anxious, way too, and this was taking me away from the present moment. And yeah, balance is very important. Balance, because Babylon is very negative, very, and we want to stay on a high vibe. We want to stay on a high vibration to each and every day show up and go after what we have put in front of us. Like me, it's first of all, that talk in the morning takes, not every morning. I feel like it every morning, but not every morning I have the same, because there's stuff around me also that can affect my vibration. But I have that state of mind. I have acquired that state of mind, that positive state of mind that acquire me to tap into it at any moment. I'm capable to soul shift and come back into this state. But because I've done it so often, I've done it with momentum, with a great pace and a great speed. So this allows me to easily step back into the person I want to become. You know what I mean? But you have to do it often. You have to do it with momentum. It's each and every day. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. There's no such thing as breaks or people sleep like they're rich. I'm up like I'm broke every day. I'm up like I'm broke, and I don't know why people sleep on their dreams like that. We adapt so much. We're like robots in society, and totally unconscious of what we eat, what we do, what we hear, So to bring back that state of consciousness and also bring it back in the present moment, which is very important. Sorry, because pretty much everything is in the now. So if you don't concentrate on bringing your vibration back into the moment, You're gonna lose a lot of vibes. A lot of stuff would just pass in front of you. You won't even notice it. The signs and stuff, and we're very everybody's talking about signs and stuff like that, but everybody wants to see signs. Everybody wants to see signs and stuff like that, but like no one's talking about it. And like the signs are there for you to see. If you have an awake awareness, which is to be conscious, awake awareness, you become conscious of your existence, and and you don't let anything take you out of your journey, of your aspiration. Yes, Jacob, to go public, the mind must have knowledge. Yeah, that was can be bad if it's distracting from real world. Yeah. When I'm online, I learn something new each day. Thankful for WW right now while down. Yeah. Knowledge is power, and I say knowledge is potential power. Knowledge is potential power because you can sit on your butt with knowledge and not share it with the world. So it's potential power only. And also, what do you know if you learn every day? Like you can have, knowledge and success. Many people have different definitions for that. Because what is knowledge? What do you know if you learn every day? And what do you know if you have to unlearn everything you have learned here? What is knowledge? I think we all have very, to me, I think it's potential power because also it could be false truth and illusions and stuff. So, what is real knowledge? I think the real knowledge we should have is the knowledge of who we are. That's the knowledge we should go, that's the quest we should do. Knowledge of who you are, because knowledge on the outside, what do you know in this world if you learn every day? And if everything is illusion and fantasy, what do you know? Good question, eh? So the real knowledge is knowing yourself. Knowing yourself and knowing what you came to do here and your mission and your for sure that's what it is to me, because we can definitely potential power for sure. Oh no, definitely, Jacob, because you can have knowledge, you can have and like I said, could be only illusion, could be only stuff you've been told. Stuff you've been told. Do you have real knowledge about yourself? Have you ever done the work on yourself to gain that knowledge of who you are? Really deep down inside, making reflection, go in silence, and talk to yourself. That's very good. That's a very good exercise. It's the most intelligent conversation you'll ever have in your life is with yourself. So knowing yourself is very important. What they say, know thyself, or something like that. Yeah, very important. It's the key. Is the key to bring out something great in the world. You want to make the shift really, because knowledge is potential power also, because if you don't express it into the world, like it's very important to come out in the world publicly and express yourself. Me, I know that this is how the divine hear me. You can be very timid with life and keep that for yourself, but you want the divine force to hear you, because everything is consciousness. Everything is hearing us. Me, I don't think we're just there's a force. There's a force helping us. If you help yourself, the sky will help you. The sky is the force, is the divine force, and you can get in touch with it, but it takes work, and that's where most people, when hardship is involved, or putting aside their little distraction and their little hobbies or secondary activities, like push them like leaf like the wind, to prevent from knowing who you are, because this is what we must do here. Remember who we are. We have forgot everything. We have forgot who we are as creator incarnate, and we have forget so much, and we forget constantly also. We forget constantly because every 4 years we go back those politicians and puppets that are in the government, the terrorists, the legal terrorists. I call them like that, the legal terrorists. We go vote for them every 4 years. We forget a lot of stuff. We're very much in a trance, and Under hypnosis, totally. Me, I think it's an hypnosis, a mass hypnosis, or there's something for humanity to be to be in a such fallen state. Anyway, tonight gonna be on the Truman Show with Arthur Christian. Don't miss it. With Arthur again, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. and yeah, we're gonna talk again about self obsession and ego and. I have a lot of questions for him, a lot of subjects that we can go on for the next for 2 hours. We're gonna do it until 2 hours like last time. Good format. Love is the conclusion. So what's the problem, people? That will be my first statement. Love is the conclusion. Love. But even love is the answer. Yeah, but love is just a word. Love is just a word. We must feel it. We must feel the things. We can nothing. I don't think, from my point of view, anyway, I don't base my reality on ABC 1, 2, 3 anymore. It's way outside of that. It's way outside of ABC 1, 2, 3. So even to say love is what you say, love is the conclusion. I agree with you, but love is just still a word that we fantasize and about words and stuff without ever taking action as a whole to amplify that love in action. I trust action. Words are words. Words, I use them to communicate with you, but I trust action. Your action, your example will change the world. Words have power, yeah, for sure. But it's still words. We must take action. I favor action over delay, over words, over blah, blah, blah. I favor action. I want action. And love is kind, generous, and giving. For sure, for sure. For sure, life is full of shit and flowers. So just going to keep seeing the best in everyone and listen when others speaks. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, practice makes improvement. I don't think you can reach because if you have in mind that you're going to reach the perfection state, at one point you're going to stop. So if you have in mind that you're always trying, you're always improving, that will not stop you. You know what I mean? Always keep in mind that you're in a trial. You're trying. I'm still trying here. I always tell myself I'm going to try again this morning. I'm going to try. But if I keep trying, I can never fail also. Because the worst failure, the real failure, is not to try. So if I keep my spirit of trying each and every day, I cannot fail. I cannot fail. There's no such thing as failure. What is failure? It's not to try. That's the only one. Because if you keep trying, you're living and learning. You're not making mistakes, or you're living and learning. But we're very timid with life. Action is vibration. Exactly. Action. That's what we need. We need more people in action and, motivation. Look at the word motivation. You have a motive for action. Simple. So it takes action. It comes with motivation, action. It's all me. Anyway, that's what I favored, action over words and stuff, because, yeah. But that's my way to see things. You don't have to completely agree with me on everything. I'm just sharing with you. I'm reading your failure is what Academie and the government created to suppress us all. Damn them, yeah. But damn them, even damn them, you're damning yourself. Even damn them, you're damning yourself. Because we are them. It's us. It's not them. There's no them. There's no them. It's us perpetuating that system. We are the main actors in the matrix, in the system, perpetuating the overlay. So there's no them. I don't see them. I see us. We're stuck in this mess together. We must come out of this mess together. It's not by blaming them and blaming others and blaming the government and this and that we're going to get out this mess. You must take a responsibility for your own life, for your ownership for your life, and we must all do this on a personal basis, take responsibility and start creating change. That's what I think. So to blame others and to blame government and stuff, and You know, we're never going to get out this mess like that. All this stuff, the government and the army and the police, and they will become more conscious from within. And it's happening. If you look at different things happening in the world, you see that people are becoming more conscious, more aware, more... You know, even here in Quebec, they teach about flat earth in school. I know it's not the whole truth, but at least it could be something to start sparking something in people's mind. I'm not sure that if you tell that the earth is flat to anybody, that they will start working on their dreams then. It's not it. Me, that was my point at the beginning. We must do something with the truth. If we know the truth of who we are, because that's the ultimate truth, is who you are. You're remembering who you are. That's the ultimate truth, and you're living it. So we want to see people live truth. I don't want to hear people blah, blah, blah. I want to see people live it and model it and go every day after. Yeah. We are in this together. Yes, Pappy. I like when you call me Pappy. It makes me smile all the time when you call me Pappy. I told that to Gavin. I said, hey, they call me Pappy on YouTube. He said, yeah, you're getting old too. I said, I'm not getting old. I'm getting younger. I feel younger anyway. Yeah, but wise, we must all be very, very wise with our life. Also be wise. You say I'm wise, but it's just because first of all, you know, being wise is being aware. You have to be aware to be wise, because you cannot be wise and be unaware of what's going on. It's very easy to be wise when you're aware. You know, it comes with it. That's why I always say be wise, and be aware. Aware of what's going on. Aware of what's going on. You don't have to perpetuate, talk about it all day long, but be aware of what's going on with your life, with you, with the conspiracy on us. You know, we can talk about conspiracy in the world, but it's on us. And that's why people look a lot outside of themselves in conspiracy. That prevents them from really taking a good look inside and bringing something, start manifesting their greatness and their dreams, and, you know, working on their dreams. And most people looking for flat earth on YouTube is just because you know, some people say that flat earthers or people like that are just people in need of something sensational. It looks like that a bit. Because what are you doing on YouTube other than looking at flat? Are you doing something with your life? Are you doing something with that truth that you suddenly found your power back, but you do nothing with it? To me, that's what I told you. The first video I've made, I said, I discover how powerful I am, and I will not stop chasing my dream, going after my higher self. For sure, during that time, I discovered that for a reason. You know, but many people just sit on their... in front of their computers constantly and never really bringing to life what they're supposed to bring here. Like, you're not supposed to be constantly on looking at videos on YouTube, and that's nonsense to me. Yeah, you're gonna seek outside of yourself for a while, for sure. Now I'm sharing for sure. I can tell you I'm really seeking on the outside still, because I'm more on the outside, but this is where I am also in my journey. But for sure, at one point you're gonna seek outside, but it's important to switch that focus, on the internal, because all you will find outside of yourself is lies and deception and people living lies. And so when you turn back the focus onto yourself and start focusing on you, because it's you versus you, and once you realize that, you start to rise big time. You know, the moment, there's a moment in your journey where you, at one point, you're gonna attain some kind of momentum, yeah, but more where a shift will occur inside yourself. And you will feel that shift. You will feel that that force that I'm talking to you about, the divine force, and what you've been like all men here have something to do. All men here, but not everyone will wake up to their greatness. There's some are followers, some are leaders. I think we should all be leaders, but it's to bring someone to a state of leadership. First of all, that person has to want it. Motivation is not too hard, but you have to want it. You have to want to stay motivated and not let the worries of life get to you, because that's what takes away our motivation for life and our joy for life is often the tribulation and the problems we have in Babylon, especially money. Money is a big tool for society to keep us out of sync with who we are. As long as we're out of the moment, if we're out of the moment, this is the design of society also, of our society, is take us out of the moment is very important. Most having problem with the camera. I don't know. It should come back the focus. There you go. Focus is important. Even on the camera, you see, focus is if you lose. You see, when the camera lose focus, what it does, it goes blurry. But that's what happen to you also when you lose focus on your life. You're gonna have a blurry vision. This is exactly when you have focus. Look how clear it is. When you focus on your stuff, everything becomes clear, like the picture here. But if you lose focus, your whole life will become blurry, just like a camera. Same thing. Don't have to look far for truths. It's right in front of our face. Right in front of our face. But we do, it's just that we prefer shut down the truth and remain in comfort. This is all it is with society, with most people, that they're so self-absorbed, self-obsessed that they forget about the world. They're so self-obsessed that they don't even recognize the harm that we don't recognize the harm that we create. Because of self-obsession, ego, and separation, and everything, I think comes from a lot of our madness here come from that self-obsession, that ego. Call it whatever you want. It's all about me, my stuff like that. That causes separation. When you start talking about we and us, and then you start to include. You have to have an including speech. You cannot cause separation. Even with your words, with your speech, you can cause a lot of separation, and not only separation, but inflating your ego, especially on social media. There's always something that I find a bit weird with that. The self-obsession is a very good subject that we're gonna go through with Arthur. Don't take, and also when you take things personal, that self-obsession also. A lot of people came and commented and about Arthur, and Arthur has done his homework. As far as I'm concerned, he has done his homework. Okay, he might have his way to talk about people. That's not my way. I'm not gonna trash or but he's not trashing. But I mean, I'm not gonna do gossip or do name, or I'm not like that. I don't. My mindset is not geared this way. But he's a guest on my show, so he can speak whatever you want, and I want to hear the real stuff. So for sure, it's gonna come with some. A lot of you are gonna be disturbed by some stuff that we're gonna approach, especially astrology. Many of us are very much into astrology. We think that this is a science that is. But when you look at it, have you ever experienced all the stuff that they talk about? It's about the experience. It's very much about the experience. We can say, but this is where we're not doing anything, not thinking for ourselves too much, even into stuff like that. And we take for granted what other people tell us, that it exists, that it, and that defines our whole reality. And then we live in an illusion. So this is what I'm saying. It's important to bring back the nature vibe, the real vibration of life, not something that is fake or inside an illusion and in a matrix construct reality. No, we need to be grounded back to our true nature. This is what we need. And yeah, for sure. The Babylon shitstem in the UK uses the term community service for people that have done a crime. Yeah. And instead of going to jail, have to do jobs at certain places. Here too, it exists. No? Here too, it exists. I've done it when I was young. I did some stuff when I was young that granted that gave me a few community service. I've done it. But here too. Yeah, Canada is the same way. Là. They make you do travaux communautaires, je pense. Travaux communautaires. Ils appellent ça comme ça ici au Québec. Là. No, here too. Là, if you do a small crime, là, but crime, what is a crime? Like, you know, you need a permit for everything. You need a permit to go fishing. You need a permit to construct something on your house. It's crazy, Babylon. It's full of permit and nonsense to what? Like, all to restrain our liberty and that. But for sure, yeah, we have that here too. Yeah, I think it's in USA also. I think it's travaux communautaires. You can do that. Stay up, one love. Did the graveyard thing last week. Did the graveyard thing last week, Jacob. So it's need of maintenance. Good for you. The dead can't hurt you. Yeah. Are you doing something in the graveyard? Polishing the stone of dead people? Is that I saw that in a video? There's a guy that goes around in graveyard and he polishes the stone, clean the stone of the dead people that nobody come and visits. So I seen that the other day. So keeping to myself now, that way I can be accused falsely, which was done to me to no end. They know where I am, no blaming me again for shit I didn't do. Fucking actors and pretenders cause trouble, for sure. Parasite, hypocrites and parasite will come up and take a bite. They're all over. They're all over, the hypocrites. You have to be very, you know, on this journey, especially here, I'm not, you know, I'm very aware that I'm speaking on YouTube. Obviously, I have to be aware of that. And I know I'm exposed to bad minds. They're all over. People have, you know, this is why we have created this chaos, this overlay, this nonsense, is because we're very much out of sync with who we are. And a lot of people are that way. So they're going to do evil stuff, and just have a twisted mind. And you know, it's up to us, conscious people, to keep elevating the vibes, keep working on ourselves. And hold on. Yeah, keep working on ourselves to gain, you know, more awareness. It's the awareness that is expanding right now, the awareness of the people. So we have to keep working that way to expand the awareness, to be very present in the moment and live a free, happy, wonderful, and beautiful life. This is what we are, life. So let's live it. You know, let's live it and enjoy it. Also enjoy it and not be so much taken out of the moment, because your whole life's gonna go by and you're not gonna experience it. So it's very, very important to savor each and every bite of the stuff you eat, and also every moment. You know, every moment, savor it. Just like your food you put in your mouth. Savor it and take your time to chew it. Chew your food. Stuff like that. Very important, you know, to really enjoy the moment. But even that, I was wolfing down my food all the time. And now I'm taking time. You know, I appreciate, I give thanks, first of all, for the plate I have, for the food I have, even if it's like a watermelon, or I'm very, very grateful for what I have, for what I have the chance to eat. I'm very grateful for everything, very grateful to life. You know, I don't think life owes me anything. I don't think life owes me anything. I owe something to life. And this is the spirit we must have. We're becoming so arrogant. We're blaming so many other people for our misery, and we don't even take ownership for our life. And we think life owes us something because we're here. Because we're here, life owes us something, and we shouldn't have to work on ourselves or work on something to achieve something. No, it has to come to us. Many people, that's their mentality. They will think other people have privilege and stuff in life, where it's not about privilege. It's not about where you come from. It's about how far you have come. So nobody has. Some have it easy. Yeah, some might have it easy because of their parents are a bit more capable of assisting them in their dreams. But most people are gonna have to go through shit to get to where they want. So keep rising, keep shining. Word, Truman, we have to masticate our food more. Oh yeah, it's very important to savor each and every moment of your life and each and every bite of the food you eat. Try it, you're gonna see. When you eat a piece of watermelon, let it melt inside your mouth. Don't rush and sometimes I used to choke with watermelon because I used to put too big of a piece in my mouth and then I get too much water and then I choke. So I used to choke all the time I eat watermelon because I put too much of a big pieces in my mouth. Like I go with a spoon, I cut it in half, and I go with a spoon and I take big pieces out. And sometimes I put the whole piece in my mouth. But then I'm stuck with full of water and then I choke. I'm like, why do I do this all the time? And every time I repeat the same thing. Very unconsciously, I carve a big piece out and I put the whole piece in my mouth and then I'm choking because there's too much water. But I do it all the time. I really have to take time to, cut little pieces, appreciate. But I have to program myself to that because naturally you will wolf everything down. You don't take time. We don't take time to appreciate life. So we're not going to appreciate our food most of the time. It's very fast done. And so take time. Take time, sit and savor each and every bite and each and every moment. And especially give thanks for life because, we owe to life. We owe something to life. We have been given life for a reason. We owe something to the Creator, to this force. We must attach ourselves to this force at once in our life. You can remain dormant for a while. You're going to be dormant for a while. You're going to be living dead for a long time. You're going to be living dead for a long time until you wake up. And when you wake up, you're going to realize how fucked up this world is. And I'm telling you, you're going to realize a lot of stuff, but you're also going to realize how powerful you are. So this awakening is a must. You must wake up yourself because society will not do it. Society will put you on a living dead state. And if you keep on, you adapt it, it will be your reality all your life with an illusion attached to it. But if you want, you have the possibility to move out of that nonsense matrix provided illusion and that we live in, perceived reality. It's very important for the overlay to be perpetuate that we perpetuate exactly the illusion in between ourselves. So that's what we're doing. So blaming them, blaming the government, or blaming there's nobody from the government coming to any school. Yeah, they will probably enforce it with the program, but any teacher has the possibility to wake up and becoming, talk about it to the director, bring it, hey, do you know we're lying about that? We're lying about, and then they will become more conscious. They will say, hey, what's going on? What's this? So from within, it will dissolve. We will become more aware of who we are also. And this is a good thing because we must empower the younger generation. Me, I have found out pretty much who I am. Not all of it. I'm still on a journey, but I have a direction. And this is what the younger generation don't have. They have no direction. They're left without guidance, and that's very, very. Their soul are being captured so young, so young. The souls are being captured so young by evil forces now on this plane. It's terrible. Terrible. So this is what I make my mission, to speak my mind and to open my heart and to reach the heart of other people so that they can reach other hearts. And then, we all make this place a more joyful place, a more vibrant place, a more vital place, like with more vitality, with people with a smile on their face, each and every day that they wake up with a smile on their face. This is the kind of world I want to see. People living in harmony and love and collaboration and helping each other. And this is the kind of world I dream of. Not a world that is totally insane and full of illusion and lies and deception. This is not the world I want to live in. Obviously, this is the world I'm living in. I have to cope with it. I have to find balance, but I know everything is freaking insane because people are on the hypnotic state. Like, especially if you're hooked on that TV, and that's very, very hypnotic. So, anyway, it's not my kind of vibe. Yeah, so R3. Yeah, triple R. Greetings, R3. Yeah, yeah, they were calling the little robots in Star Wars. You were gonna call you R3. It's like the little R2D2. How do they call it? R2D2. R2D2. Le petit you're R3. Yeah. Yeah. R2D2. Yeah. She's R3. We have it. We even have Star Wars stuff here. Yeah, you got it. That's what I thought when I seen it. I said R3. Yeah. Triple R. I hope Pappy makes money off all the conversations here. Dang, good stuff being said. Yeah, but making money is not my goal, honestly. I have an income coming in steady, and I'm not on YouTube for if money would be the end goal, I would put publicity on my video. Do you see any? No, maybe on the Truman Show a few videos, but I have to take it down. It's just it's there. I don't know why. But my goal is not to publicize or making money with this, because if money become a motivation, it will also modify what I'm gonna have to say, because I'm gonna do it for fans, for pleasing the fans, or so by not involving money, by money not being my reward here, I can speak freely about anything I want and not protect an image, because I don't have money reward attached to it, or say I'm going to lose subscriber, I'm not going to have money. No, money here is really not, I never thought about it, because first of all, you have to make millions of views to hopefully make money on YouTube. So it's just a freaking joke. It's something to keep you distracted. It's to keep people distracted. Keep people hoping that they will make money on YouTube. But I'll never make unless I become very sensational and I put out sensational stuff like the nonsense on YouTube that attract a lot of viewers, because that's what people like. But I know the kind of speech I have here will not attract many people. People don't want to know the truth. They don't want to bother with this. They don't want to bother with themselves. So forget about it. We have lost sight of a lot of stuff. So I know I'm just going to remain here. But if we can stay ourselves here, Fanny, Suzanne, Triple R, Jacob, Wisdom, and all the people that come here regularly. I haven't seen Rise and Love for a while, my bro. Yeah, Rise and Love. I haven't seen him for a while. Maybe he's busy with his children. Also, I know he just got a newborn, so probably very busy. Yeah, but sometimes we're busy. Also, we think we're busy with life, but we're busy doing the wrong things. Often that's that also. I realized I was very busy in life, but busy doing the wrong things. Not that take caring your children is the wrong things. Not what I mean, but I'm talking about other stuff. Yeah, Ricky. Yeah, where's Ricky? I haven't heard about Rick for a while. So I was wondering the other day. Ricky, where are you? You there this morning? Leave us a comment in the chat so we know you're there. Or leave us a comment in the comment section. Say you're well and fine. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. He's got great vibes. He's on a great journey, and yeah. A2R2D2. Yeah, that's you. Triple R. Yeah. So, guys, I'm out, and I'll be back tomorrow morning with more. Of course, so much things to say, especially when you start living your truth and becoming the fullest of the story. You're gonna have a lot to say. You're gonna have a lot. Ricky Lucky Callis. Ricky Lucky Callis. Callis ou Callis? C'est quoi tu veux dire? Callis ou Callis? So peace, Triple R, R3, Fanny, big up everyone. Big up everyone in the chat. That was great vibe this morning, but it's always a great vibe. I had you girls. I think I had Queen Leslie. Where's Queen Leslie? Not there today? Queen Leslie, you're not there. No, not in the chat. Anyway, doesn't matter. She's always there. She's always there. Me, you know, I don't expect everybody to be here every day. I'll be there every day. Me, that's for sure. I make this my mission to reach people's heart and to develop consistency, to master consistency. I make this my mission. So, and I want the example I set make people remember me, or see the example I set as something that is an inspiration, not just what I talk. I can say whatever. It's the action you take. So keep taking action in the direction of good. Do good, and good will follow you. E is out. Rise and shine. Live your dreams. Very important. You one life to live. One life to live. What are you going to do? Concentrate your effort on the madness of Babylon, or actualizing yourself here in this matrix to hopefully cause a glitch. You know, you want to cause a glitch, create a glitch in the matrix, and so that people wake up. So we're out.